currently a sophomore at Franklin and Marshall College, and my major is public health on the Gov track. Today I will be talking about Posse, what it is, and the process I went through.
College. I am in Posse. Posse STEM,
So Posse was founded when a high achieving student went to college and eventually dropped out, and when asked why, his reason was, I never would have dropped out if I had my posse, or a support system pretty much. So Posse was created to identify leaders that tend to be in urban areas. Posse is a full tuition leadership scholarship that groups students in posses of 10 and sends them to college to kind of be a support system for each other. So the first step in the posse process is getting nominated. You can either get nominated by your brace advisor, which I think is, depending on your state, also your guidance counselor, but yeah, some administration at your school. You can also get nominated by current students and by people who have graduated, so Posse alum. And yeah, that's how you get nominated. Next, there are 3 interviews, 3 rounds. There's DAP 1, DAP 2, and DAP 3. So DAP 1 is a pretty general interview, and I wouldn't even call it an interview because it's more like a group interaction. So for DAP 1, you're put in a room with a bunch of other students before COVID, and when I had mine, I was put in a room with about like 70 students, and I had a few people from my school, maybe like 3, 4, or 5 people from my school. And yeah, it was just like, I just remember being asked to do like certain exercises, and I just remember the process being very nerve-wracking, and I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna get it, like I didn't stand out enough. But honestly, the trick is to just be yourself, be honest, listen to others, speak up for yourself, and actually have fun. So I went into it thinking, you know what, if I don't get anything else out of this interview, I'm gonna get to meet people, I'm gonna get to have fun and learn from other people's experiences. So that was my mentality going in, even though I was very, very nervous, trust me. So for DAP 2. DAP 2 is an individual interview. So the first one is kind of like, of course, a larger group. And by the way, these interviews happen over the course of months. So I started, I believe, in the beginning of the school year, and that's when I did DAP 1, maybe like August or September. And then by the time I got to DAP 3, it was December. So this will happen over the course of a few months, so you'll have time to prepare for each step as they come. So DAP 2 is a one-on-one interview with someone, or a pairing. I personally had a one-on-one, but most people in my posse, they had 2 people interview them. So they're pretty much just getting to know you, because the first interview was so group oriented. Okay, so DAP 2 is pretty much about posse wanting to get to know you as a person outside of purely academics. Of course, they're gonna ask about grades and things like that, but they're also gonna ask about you. And I feel like some of the questions are kind of like job interview questions. A few of them are like, tell me about you, and of course you gotta tell them about yourself. And then some of them are a bit more fun, and they get to kind of explore your mind and your personality. I would say the interview was also very nerve-wracking for me, but I'm an anxious person, so I feel like that's why. But by the middle of it, I started to feel more comfortable, because the person that was interviewing me, was like really kind, and everyone at Posse is really nice. That's something that was definitely helpful. So I didn't feel like I was like being judged or anything. But again, biggest advice for that is be authentic, be yourself. Yeah, so that was the second interview, just like a one-on-one or a two-on-one interview, getting to know you more. Wait, something I forgot to say about DAP 2, showcase other talents. If you're an artist, tell them about that. If you're a dancer, let them know. I don't know, if you like writing poems, if you go skydiving, if you like hiking, just tell them about your personal life. What do you like to do for fun? Yeah. And if there's something optional that they ask you to bring, always bring it. Yeah. Now, this is the final interview, DAP 3. I feel like DAP 3, of course, is the highest. It's the highest stake because it's the make or break it, you know. It was, I was in a room with 20 people, including myself, 20 students who were gonna potentially be in my posse. And that was, it's pretty similar to the first round interview, but of course with less people. You're doing different activities, you're talking, you're sharing. And so DAP 3 is really an opportunity to get to know people. It's possibly, you're in a room with people who could possibly be the next 9 people you're gonna spend your next 4 years with in college. So I feel like it's kind of, it's a really fun experience, honestly. Minus the anxiety, my personal anxiety, it was a very fun experience going through Posse, and just really getting to know people and learning new things, learning to have more empathy, to, I don't know, work together with people who are different and building on that, and using what you learned, that team building, and excelling in college together. So that takes me to after getting Posse. So I don't want to spoil too much about like when you get Posse, because I feel like it's a fun experience. So yeah, you'll know probably the night of. Well, I knew the night of my interview. You can know by the next day or something like that. So that was really fun because for most of the other interviews I had to wait a while, but for the last one you just know really quickly. So after Posse is a binding contract because you have to do early decision, and if you do Posse and you do get it, you have to attend the school you chose. So yeah, just make sure you research the schools and make sure that it's for you, because you got to do it. But honestly, Posse Miami has, I think now 6 partner schools. I'm not sure if they added any more, but when I was going through it was just 6. It was Davidson, Pomona, of course Franklin and Marshall, Mount Holyoke College, Syracuse, and did I say Hamilton? Okay, yeah, I think that's the 6. So I had to look through all of them and kind of, did like pros and cons for each. And then I got my first pick, which was F&M, Franklin and Marshall. So yeah, I guess I got lucky. Okay, so after you get Posse, you go through what they call PCT, which is pre-collegiate training. So you meet with your Posse for, I think it's like 6 or 8 months before you guys actually go on campus. So we would meet in Miami, and I'm not sure if you're watching this if you know like Florida geography, but I live in Broward County, so that's like at least a half an hour on a good day. But I know people who had to like travel like 2 hours from where they are. So definitely make sure you have transportation. I know a lot of people who took the Metro Rail, trains, the Bright Line. But yeah, I feel like now things are virtual, so you might not have to worry about that right now. But yeah, those are fun. PCT was actually really fun. You really just build your group dynamic. You learn more about everyone, about life experience, personalities, yeah, for sure. And all of this changes. Like once you get on campus and you kind of learn more about yourself individually, everything changes. Oh, I know a question that I had when I was like watching like videos and like preparing was, do people get along with their posse? I do. I get along with my posse, and I feel like everyone in my posse, we kind of get along. Of course, there are people that we're all closer to, and yeah, I have people that I call every day, or if I don't call them today, I'll be calling them tomorrow, and just like chat multiple times a day. Yeah, so I feel like the purpose of Posse, when I got in, I thought that everyone had to be at least kind of equally close, and we kind of had to do things completely together, all 9 of us. But that's not necessarily the case. I feel like if everyone has at least 2 people in the posse that they're really close to, and then they can of course reach out to anyone else, yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. But yeah, overall, Posse has been a really cool experience for me. Yeah, of course, Posse has overall been a positive experience for me. It's given me some really great friends, who I don't even consider them like when I'm referring to them to other people, I'm not like, oh, hey, meet my Posse person. I just say like, here's my friend. Okay, I have no storage, so my video keeps shutting on and off, so I'll make this quick. Yeah, I've overall had a positive experience with Posse, and I felt like I should make this video because a few people were asking about it. So yeah, honestly, if you have any more questions and I can answer them, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more if you want more videos. Thank you.